Hi Crafty friends, glad you clicked on my video today. So I have a friend named Carrie. She has a channel, it's called The Concrete Butterfly, and it's a wonderful channel, so you should go check it out if you haven't already. And she has asked me recently if I would share a video on how to make envelopes. So I know how to make envelopes a very easy way, and then I know how to make envelopes with the scoreboard. So you can do it without a scoreboard. But these are just some of the envelopes that I have made messing around. So we have this little owl one here. And then this one here I didn't even decorate, but it's made. We got this little one here. So I've been making a bunch of them. I think they're fun and they're pretty. Made this one out of alcohol ink sprayed book page. Same with that one. Then I made this little happy birthday one. And I've got all of these. These here are the ones that I've made with the scoreboard. The ones with the, triangle thing here. So you can see I like to make envelopes. But this one I actually made out of one of my jelly plate prints. And then I just put a doily on it and threw a little bird on there that I cut out of some scrapbook paper, and then there was a flower sitting over here near me, so I stuck that there. This is just a little example page here. So first I'm going to show you the easy way that you don't need any tools except for scissors. So we'll do it with this book page first. All you do is you fold over the sides like this, and you try to get the sides to look about the same size when you fold them, so they kind of need to match. They don't have to be perfect or anything, but try to get the same, the same folds over here if you can. And then I'm going to do it this way, and then you fold it up most of the way, and you leave a little, do this, fold it up like that, okay, and then you make sure you leave a little bit because this is where it's going to fold over. See, so you've got an envelope. Now, you open it back up and you cut right here from where your line is to this line to the fold. You cut that piece off. Okay. And then you do it on the same side. Find your little line where you folded, and you cut this piece off here. Now you need to leave the middle pieces because that's how you're gonna, make sure it all sticks together. But find your other little fold here and cut that little piece off. There we go. And then you do the same over here. You find a little fold, cut to the other fold, and then cut it off. So then all you have is this, and that makes an envelope. You will need to have glue or double-sided tape or whatever you like to use, glue stick, and you put some glue on there and over here on this, and then you fold that piece up. And then when it dries, you've got a cute little envelope. It's super simple. Now, mine never turn out perfect, so sometimes if I see that it's got some little pieces that hang off here when you flip it over, I just cut it off. There we go. And there's a little bit over here too. So I just cut those little pieces off to, make it look a little bit nicer. But then you've got this envelope here. I had it upside down, and you can do whatever you want with it. Here I used a little piece of a paper lace thing I have, and some stickers and a little piece of scrapbook paper, and then another piece of scrapbook paper here, so you can decorate it up on the front and the back however you want to do. And there you go. So that's a book page. You can do it with, any paper, pretty much. It depends on what size of paper you're going to do as to how big the envelope is. Now, here is one of my jelly print papers, and I'm just going to do the same thing. I need to fold it here on the side, and then I need to fold this side in. Okay, so that's super simple. And then you just fold it up. I didn't cut my paper straight probably. I was in a hurry, but you just fold it up. And make sure you leave a little bit up here for, you know, fold down. So then you just fold it down. And there you have a pretty envelope. It's kind of crooked because I didn't cut the paper straight, but you get the idea here. And then you'll just open it up again like we did last time, and you'll find your little fold here where the two folds meet, and you don't need that anymore, so you cut that piece off. Then you don't need this one, so same thing, cut from the one fold up to the other fold. And I'm just doing it quickly, so I'm sure it's not straight. You can take your time and do it a little bit better, but I'm just kind of doing an example here. So cut from there to there. Then we got one more from that fold down to here. So then once again, we have the same thing going on, except I had it upside down. So since I did not cut my paper straight to begin with, there's going to be overhang over here. That doesn't look so good. So, like I said, I just turned it over and cut it off. It's probably actually better to do it when you haven't glued it yet. And then same side, same thing over here. See the white? I did not cut this piece of paper straight. There were some spots around the edges of the jelly print paper that didn't have any thing on it, so I cut around it. So there we go. We have an envelope, and once again, you just put glue on this sides here that are left. I do have an ATG gun, this glue gun here, and I really like to use it for envelopes because it's quick and it holds really well, but you don't have to have that. And then you fold this back up. There we go. Fold that down. And you've got a pretty envelope with a pretty print on it. So you can use scrapbook paper, book pages, jelly plate prints, whatever you want to use. And then you just decorate it up however you want to. I'm not actually going to do it, but here's a doily. This might be a couple of doilies. Yeah, I think a few. So there's a doily here, and I can't get them apart without taking for, oh, almost had it. There we go. Okay, and then you can just, you know, fold it like this and put it on here. I don't know why I've been doing the doilies so much, because there's so many other things I could be doing. You can use pieces of, you know, like scrapbook paper, like scraps and stuff. But you can just fold this over, trying to get it in the middle, fold that over, and then glue, you know, on all the spots. Or you can use a sponge and glue all over. But I'm lazy, so I don't usually do that. But you can have that, and then here you have this, and you can decorate it whatever you know, however you want to. So there's those. Those are really simple. Now, if you have a scoreboard and you want to make an envelope, that's not too hard either. I'll just do one real quick. But I have an old Martha Stewart scoreboard, and it comes with this little triangle piece, and most of them do. So you just put that there. And I don't want to cut papers down because it tells you here what size of paper you need to start with to make certain size envelopes. If you have a let's see, 8.5 by 8.5 piece, you will get a A2 envelope. But I'm just going to use a whole 12 by 12 sheet, and I guess that's called an A9. So I have one here somewhere. Here it is. All right. So I'm just gonna find my bone folder thingy. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna do a 12 by 12. So it says right here, 12 by 12, you have to score at 3 7/8 and 5 1/2. So you take a side, you put it on here like that. It's gonna hang over because it's big. And we're supposed to score at 3 7/8. So here's 3 1/2, and then you go to the next black line, and then, oops, and then you score it, try to stay in the same line. Okay, now you do the other side across from it the same way, turn your paper, and you find the 3 7/8. That's right here, and then you score there, okay? And then, now, the other side, it shows you here the A sides and the B side. So we did both of the A score lines. Now we need to do the B score lines at 5 1/2. So you put your paper here, and 5 1/2 is all the way up here. So you just score 5 1/2. Now you're going to notice that your score lines are going to cross each other here. Okay, and that's what it's supposed to do. So now we turn it to this way. And now you look for 5 1/2, which is right here. Once again, your score line is going to cross the other one, and you score there. Okay, so then you're going to have these score lines where you can fold up your envelope. Okay, nice and easy, like that. So somebody's video calling me. Oh well, they'll just have to wait a minute. Okay, so now you've got it to where it'll fold like an envelope, but it's hard to fold when you have thick paper. So right here in these corners where your lines met, your folded lines met, you're going to chop off that little triangle piece right there. You don't need that. And you're going to do that on all 4 sides. So there's another little piece where the lines meet, and you're just going to chop it off. Okay. Okay, so we're going to continue to do that. Three down, 1 to go. And then 1 more. We don't need it. Okay, so there we go. So it looks like this. It's going to have the 4 corners cut out. And then you fold it, you would put a little bit of glue here and fold it up. I think that looks kind of weird sometimes, so sometimes I even fold that piece down a little bit. I think it looks better when you kind of fold it down. Of course, I'm not going to get it straight right now, but something like this. You know, and then, of course, you can be using your bone folder for all of these things. I'm just doing it quickly, and then you fold it down, and you have an envelope. So, I hope you could see what I'm doing, what I was doing. It's really pretty simple. And then you can decorate it or put whatever you want inside. So there's the envelopes. Like I said earlier, I've had a couple requests for me to show how to do the books where you flip it one way and then the other. So I'm going to be doing that soon. And then I'll show you real quick. If you haven't seen it, one night my friend Beth was doing a live and she said to get our envelopes ready. So I made a bunch of different envelopes out of Christmas papers and I made a book out of it. So I've been working on this a little here and there. Made some little tags and things. I've been sticking them in the spot. So once you have your envelopes made, you can turn them into a book or, you know, whatever. Send them off in Happy Mail. I think those jelly plate print ones would be pretty to send if you can just put an address, you know, where it goes on a plain piece of paper. Maybe not decorate it on this side so much, but anyway, that is my video for tonight. I hope you could follow along with what I was doing. If you need me to make more and show it again, I would be happy to do that. Just let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, as always. And I am linking my friend Carrie down below in the description box, like I said. So please go check out her channel. She's awesome. She does creative daily journaling. She does art journaling. She likes to play the prompt games. She does a lot over there. She makes her own journals and covers and all of that. So please go head over there and tell her that I sent you. Say hi. I hope you all have a wonderful evening, and I will see you again real soon. Good night.